That we should be level. All right. Okay. I think that's better. Right. Now, the market at this present moment is acting in a very, very predictable way. And I gave you guys, if you don't follow my videos on my daily updates and this and that, I haven't been able to do it for the past few days because I've been feeling a bit hairy is the best way to do it. A bit of a, I don't know what it is, just tiredness. I think it's the past week or so, and actually the more importantly, the month that I've been going to try and get this thing I was been talking about done. We had a meeting this morning, like a 3-hour meeting, and to get everything sorted out. So much stuff going on in the background to get it done, but when it's done, you guys are going to be the first to understand. People in the well group know exactly what's going on. What do you mean, did I Dreamcash app? Did I download the app? Of course I did. Yeah. I'm mining it as we speak. You guys are gonna be the first to get it, and when you do get it, you're going to not believe it when you use it, because it's just like, oh my god. But anyway, look, Bitcoin is doing exactly what it's doing. I think that there's still level, right? Let me go into it, right? Bitcoin, as I stated before, the 107,307, it tapped it absolutely perfectly. Absolutely perfectly. That it hit is the fact that news coming. No, when it's ready, when it's 100%, I'm gonna say it, because I don't want to give a rumor and then you guys like, oh, where is it? I'm going to do it when it comes, right? And when it does, you'll understand how insanely difficult it has been. If you want the ref code Silicon, it's in the link in my bio, right? What happened is it come down to 107,307 and it hit it absolutely perfectly. In fact, it's hit it twice now. It came back, and as I said before and in the previous streams, and also in what I've been talking about right now, I'm launching in the meme coin. Oh, you have to wait. I'm tired, but that gets me excited, right? Yeah. It came back and tapped the bottom of the fair value gap, the important level, the 109,655, and rejected. So where it can go in a very few ways this now. Either this is what we would call as the key support level, because if we look on the weekly, you will see that the support level is exactly at the 21-day EMA. Oh man, it's raining like crazy, right? It's exactly at the 21-day EMA. That level there is extremely important because it not only closes the vector on the 5-day, and on top of that, it also comes in and settles exactly on the 21-day EMA. So a recovery from here would be spectacular. Now, if this breaks on the weekly, we have a few more days until it breaks and then settles in that level. It has to settle above this 21-day EMA. The lower levels look like it is more than likely going to be hit. In my humble opinion, I think the 104,625 will be the area where we will get a very, very strong bounce from there, because it not only aligns with a absolutely pivotal EMA, the 200-day EMA, but it also comes to an area of very, very strong support, and it's an exact area of oscillating support that you have throughout this amount of time, all the way through, right? This is the situation that we're in. More importantly, as I've stated before, I've drawn it here. I'm just going to keep it like this and keep coming back, because all of you guys should draw this as well. All of you guys. Every single one of you people here, if anyone wants to also see what I'm doing, just go to this, follow, subscribe, and all that kind of stuff, right? You'll see it there. All of them there. If you should, all of you guys should draw this. All of you guys should understand this is exactly the thing that we're going to be following. It's coming to the key area. What we need, right? What we need, I'm going to get rid of this because it's working on exactly what I'm talking about. What we need right now is this to come down, possibly go under. Because if it goes down to here, that will most probably hit around the 104, possibly deviate a little bit below. But I think, you know, it'll be a wick at maximum, right? In my opinion. Deviate below, and we need this to find support. What did you speak on speech? You're launching a new meme coin. I'm not launching a new meme coin. Definitely not. No, I only have one and one only, right? It should do. You just go to Learn by Alvarez, man. Again, link in bio. You'll see it there. Go to the... Anyway, you'll see when you go there. Yeah, it just needs to oscillate around this 50% level. That level there needs to find, I took it from the, it should work, man. I don't know why it doesn't. Everyone else got it to work. It should oscillate around that point there, up and down, and find its key level support. If it can find its key level of support at this level, by the way, anyone who's new here, you can go to here and you follow and you'll see exactly what I'm showing, what I'm looking at. If it can find support here, potentially come down and tap this bottom level and then go in that level, then it's retrace the actual rerun back up to the top, can do some absolutely crazy things. Now, it's really, really important. It's really, really important. And this is the thing you guys need to watch. Please listen to what I'm saying so you guys really understand what's happening. This, wow, amazing. 711. That's insane. You guys are mining like crazy, right? And also you should check it out and use it. It's a really cool thing when it comes out. It's going to be really easy to use, right? If it does that and finds support and starts to really break back up, like actually find support and go back up and test this line here, right? Which, funnily enough, is going to be this 117,305. Not only that, you're going to see how insanely pivotal this level is, right? Not only that, if we look at the liquidation levels, it's going to be super important, right? The 114 level is going to be the launch point, right? So the 114 comes to this exact area here. It's very, very convenient that it's above the two of the most important EMAs. And if it breaks through that point, the amount of liquidity gain that you will get will blast it through this 117. This 117,240 is extremely important. If it can regain that level after it's after the RSI has reset and possibly tested these lower levels, which could also be the 100,000 level, by the way. I want also to explain there is another level sitting here, which also works exactly in line with the weekly as well. The weekly level on the 100,000 comes in exactly at that point there. We'll see, right? We'll see what the situation will be, but I'm sensing the 104 will be the area where we will see at least some form of aggressive rally from that point. Here is going to be some sort of rally because it's an extremely important level. If not, it could go down to the 100,000, but that regrowth from there will most probably go all the way up to 114,000. So if we look at the level, my God, guys, I'm suffering a little bit, just so you guys understand, right? I don't know what it is. I'm just super duper tired. That would be, if it goes up to the 114, would be a 13% move in Bitcoin. Everything else will go absolutely parabolic. It's really important, though. This is really, really important. It needs to not do a lower high. This retrace of lower high, Joey, Silicon, it all there. It should work. I will put it in again afterwards. Just go there. I will put that code in there again afterwards, and you guys can utilize it. What was I saying? What I was saying, yeah, this rally back up to these levels, it has to break the 117,000 and settle around that area, right? It'll settle around that area. Once it's settled, if it settles around that area, we're going to be seeing some higher numbers here, and real rally and movement in that way. Crypto Twitter has been toxic all weekend. They're always toxic. Don't just crypto Twitter is crypto Twitter, right? But talking about crypto Twitter, I'm gonna need you guys to clarify something for me, because something happened and I was like, what? I logged in. I logged in, and you'll understand, right? So we'll see. In my opinion, right, we should still see some form of a small level rally at this point, possibly testing the lower levels of the 112, or maybe even going to the 114. If it rallies from here and rejects at the 114, we are going down. We're going down towards the 104. In my humble opinion, I think that's almost a definite, right? If something like that happens. Right, so we'll see. This 117,240 is 246 or 250 is unbelievably important. It needs to regain that. But most probably what will happen is if this goes down, if the RSI goes down, right, and taps this lower level here and then regains and then oscillates here for a bit, right, it will then eventually go and retest this trend line. If it breaks this trend line, I'm telling you now, if it breaks this trend line, it is going to this 88 level. That 88 level has been the top of pretty much every single bull run you can possibly imagine. There to there is a $200,000 Bitcoin. I'm telling you now. If that happens, it may produce a lower high, depending on where it's going on. But I'm also going to give you some key indicators to also understand why I think this is not the end. I do not think this is the end. And it's so annoying because when things are going down, bears love it because it preys on people's fears. And it's just so annoying because we've been here 1,000 times. It's just, I feel like a psychiatrist when these moments happen, right? But I will say this. We are at real highs at the moment in Bitcoin, right? We are at some really interesting moments here. We must also not forget that we have tapped this trend line and rejected off it. So, you know what I mean? We have rejected off it. So there is a possibility that there's always a possibility this is over, right? Ignore the noise just for Alex Costa and Sky for market updates. No, I appreciate it. No, you shouldn't ignore anyone, right? Listen to everyone. If they have a reasoning why they're saying and what they're doing, do not ignore anyone because everyone has a level of expertise in one way or another, and some of their thoughts and understandings can be weird. There isn't one person that knows everything 100%. The reason why I say that is because if that was the case, you know what I'm saying, right? But I really do think that this 104,628 is going to be very important. Between these 2 points, 104 to 100,000, I think is a given in my opinion, right? Some form of acceleration from this point upwards is going to happen. It's just where it turns over, where it finds resistance is extremely important. It's extremely important, right? Super duper important. Because if it produces a lower high, then there's higher chances of this thing going down. But I'm going to give you a reason why I don't think that's going to be the case. And the reason why I don't think that's going to be the case, right, is because of the SPX, because of the S&P 500. And I want everyone to really understand this, right? And I'm going to go deep into this. That's what she said, how I got married. So everyone can really understand what's going on, right? I'm going to give you some data points, some things. I've talked to a few key individuals. If you look on the screen, you might see what that is. Can you see it? Anyone, by the way, here who wants to see what I'm doing, just go and go to here or to here. But here, follow, like, bell, and all that kind of stuff, so you can see what I'm showing on screen. If you if you really want to know, try and find on the screen what I wrote there, and you can understand what that means. Bruv, where is the gap at? What do you mean? What does that mean? What do you mean? Where's the gap at? Some old man in his room with 130 people watching is predicting what's going on. Having IMO. So not, the longer this thing pulls back, the more trolls come out. But I like it. I enjoy it. I mean, like, it's really, it makes me happy that people can find time in their day to get onto this app to then complain about people on this app. It makes me really happy. It really is like the key thing, the fundamental happiness in my life, that these people come and try and troll the ultimate person. Please give all the insults you could possibly give. In fact, come on, let's have a chat. I'd like to see what your face looks like when you're sitting on the toilet. Anyway, look, so what's happening right now, and I've had a bit of a conversation with a few key individuals, especially those in much higher pay grades, but I'm not going to say pay grades, but you know what I mean. Empty supply is growing. It can't be the end. It's not like, look, I'm going to give you an understanding. The people that I know that are in full blown, who make decisions for a large amounts of money, right? Large funds, have given me a price target on SPX of the 6,800 is what they expect at minimum to get to. That's what they're believing, right? This is the level that they're believing that this will get to. And the reason why I say that, right? The reason why I say that Bruv, any news on mustache guy? Who? Which mustache guy? What, you mean Arjun? No, he doesn't come anymore. I've got a feeling Arjun is anyway, I'm not gonna say it. All right, so it's gonna it's if it gets to the SPX gets to the 6,800 level, around that level there, right? Around that's level, then everything else is going to run, and I really do believe it's going to get there because of a few key things, right? A few key things that I want you to understand. Right now, the tech market right now is the most important market, right? It is the thing that makes and grows what we would understand is the S&P 500. The Magnificent Seven is completely a tech-driven stock, right, or a congregation of stocks. And when that grows, the whole market grows. And I want to show you this right now. If we look at the flow index, right, the amount of actual the amount of money flowing into the tech sector, even though the S&P 500 is pulling back, even though there are talks of bear markets and aggressive pullbacks in the S&P 500 and all the things that are talking about, what's happening is that as the market is pulling back, more money is going into tech companies, especially the Magnificent Seven. It's going into companies that are going to benefit greatly from rate cuts. That are going to benefit greatly from the turn in the market that's going to be happening. So this here is a real indication that this is not over. It's definitely not over. More importantly, if you look at a few other indicators, the Zweig breadth thrust has indicated again. It has marked its signal again. And you know what's really interesting about the Zweig breadth thrust? Do you know what's super duper important about it? I want everyone to really see if they were listening to my videos. I want everyone to really understand something, right? You won't get this kind of stuff from anyone else's stream, by the way, right? So I'm giving you real like alpha here, like real statistical data, not just bull flag, right? You know why it's super duper important? Put your teeth back and say that. I mean, if you're into like that age of people, then I mean, I'm not gonna judge, Dalton. It's up to you, man. I guess I don't know. Some people are into that. So this is the real type of alpha I'm going to be giving, right? What Zweig breadth thrust, or as they would say it, the ZBT, right, indicator. Since 2000, since World War II, it has never been wrong. I want to really understand this thing, right? It has never been wrong. So when it prints an indication that there's a certain factor. It's the amount of the New York Stock Exchange, the amount of growth in the New York Stock Exchange that moves from the level of 40 to 62% is what describes the. I'm here listening but making pancakes. Fantastic. All right. When this prints, it is a signal of an at least 10 to 15% move in that market, and that market is the S&P 500. I want everyone to understand that. So this is working in line not only with key factors, and this is the reason why these smart money is moving into tech stocks. Because if this is printing, if this signal prints, that has never been wrong since 2000 World War II ever, right? I've never been wrong since World War II. It's printing. Smart money is going into it, and at the same time, we're looking at a market where the Fed Watch, Stardust, make sure you serve us with. I love how you guys are listening to what I'm saying. Yeah, I love how you guys are like, yeah, whatever. He's dropping alpha, but tomorrow last. So what is at the same time? The actual chance of a rate cut has increased since that period, right? We're going into a unique environment where where when people actually put the best time to do investments is when people are feeling bearish and people are feeling in this manner. It doesn't mean that this thing is definitely going to go up. It doesn't mean that. It's just, in my opinion, we're at a point, close to a point, almost there, where we will see some form of relief rally or rally of some form that could aggressively move towards a greater move in the market. I want everyone to really understand this. These are things that have always been moving in and have worked since World War II. It doesn't print a lot, but when it does, it's something that you should really, really listen to. It's really important that you listen to these signals because it's there telling you certain factors that are happening. It's there telling you. It is there to say, hey, look, things are going in the right direction. More importantly, I hope you guys have this page, right? I hope you have this. Because it's weird. It's weird that we're getting to a point. It's weird that we're getting into a point right now that would the rate cuts be coupled with NFP? What do you mean by NFP? I don't know, dog. My brain's tired today, man. I'll couple with the point that we're pulling back, but alt season is getting closer. Do you understand what I mean? Like, oh man, my brain is melting. So alt season is coming closer. The key factors and indicators that are showing that there is a growth towards one direction. That band that explains. Should I buy in now or wait for the bigger pullback? There's literally no one listen to what I'm saying. How about the voice of September bearish? I said that. Remember, I said all those things. I said everything to everyone. I don't know. It feels like I'm talking to myself sometimes. I feel like I love it. I'm just like, oh, this does that. Cool. By the way, this is my code. If you guys, it's just, bruh. All right, cool, man. Don't worry. It's not like it takes time for me to. It's not like. Oh God, I'm so tired that I don't. Whatever. Listen or don't listen. It's cool. I'll be here tomorrow when you guys are like, hey, by the way, are we cooked? Right? Okay, whatever. It's all good. Don't ask me too complicated questions right now. I can't really. I'm tired as hell. Right. Anyway, look. Also, another thing. As I said, gold is going crazy at the moment, and we'll see what its reaction of, and it's, if this works to what I'm describing, which would be absolutely wild. If it comes up to the 3,500, then rejects down at the key level of possibly Bitcoin coming to the 104,000 level, then that is a massive indication that this thing is going to go do some serious rally action. You know what I'm saying? We're listening. Keep it dropping alpha, bruv. Thank you so much. Some people aren't. Some people are like, doesn't matter. It's so cool. Don't worry. Yeah, but anyway, whatever. Where was I? Yeah, look, so that's coming to that point there, and will be some form of if it rejects from this point and starts to actually really pull back and then break this lower level here. Oh man, we're on, right? Things are going to be moving aggressively in that direction. If we look at USDT dominance, I'm not liking the fact that it's sitting above the 4.52%. It gives me an indication that there is a higher chance that this thing is going to test the 4.62%, which could cause more of a potential pullback. I mean, what are the chances, in your opinion, of an 88k Bitcoin? What is this 88k Bitcoin? I mean, look, there's always a chance. The reason why people are saying 88k Bitcoin is because they're seeing the fact that it's tapped this trend line, and they're seeing, there's similarities here, there's similarities here. This pulled back all the way down to here, this pulled back all the way down to here. But what they're not telling you, and the small little thing they're not telling you, is this here was the announcement of Donald Trump's tariff, right? And funny enough, it went all the way down here, and then he was like, jokes, jokes, jokies, and then it went back up again, right? So you need to understand that something massive needs to happen for that to happen. It would have to be humongous if that was the case. It will not go down from here. Well, possibility. Look, as I said, I gave the levels, right? On the weekly, this 21-day EMA. I got a new mouse and it just went. God, you know, I bought the MX Master 2, and that scroll function, just that alone is worth the very low price of this thing. Super low price. Can you tell us what Dreamcash? I'm not telling you what that is. Stop it. Stop. I've got videos out there. Just watch it. Honestly, God. I love when I'm talking about it, no one gives a crap. But then afterwards, they're like, wait. The penny has dropped. Now, as I said, on the weekly, the 21-day EMA is really, really important. It's extremely important. If it holds that and then starts recovering and then breaks above the 117, it's on like Donkey Kong. It's on like Donkey Kong, right? But I still believe that that there is a chance that this thing can go to the 100 and 104, because a test of the 200-day EMA and then rejection of there will be massive. And it could work perfectly in line with the rate cuts coming in, because usually at the point of a rate cut, things will dip, and that dip could happen. It could even dip down to 100,000. We'll see. I was watching someone yesterday that, what does it say? I can't read it. That finally and genuinely believes that we're in a bull market. We are in a bull market. We're in a bull market. What I know what you're talking about. We are. Just because things are pulling back. It depends what you would describe as a bull market. If you're talking about alts, yeah, I can understand why people could say that, right? I have a limit order 104.6. No, I like it. 4,000x leverage, right? Have you just messaged them saying doesn't matter? It doesn't matter. Just go full. Missed a lot of your live. Did I miss any news regarding Fat Cat? No, I'm gonna come to Fat Cat. I'm gonna just wait, right? I need you guys' help, because I'm not too sure if this is real or not. Only 60x, nice. You use 221 day. Oh, you're looking at what things I use. Oh, right. So I use. Oh man, my brain is absolutely. Look, I'll tell you. Let me show you. I use 21. Oh, God, I use 21, 50, and the 200-day EMA and MA. Right. I'm honest. I know you. I'm messing around. It's all good. I'm tired today, man. Don't just no, just forgive me. I mean, I was on the longest call this morning, and so much detail and so many, like, anyway, whatever. It's all good. It's gonna be worth it at the end. Trust me. You guys are gonna go absolutely ballistic when I tell you when this thing happens. Just need it to happen. Work already. You know what I mean? Anyway, whatever. Now, if we look at USDT dominance, it's looking like it's finding a bit of a bottom at the 57.73, right? So we could still again try and test this 50% level here, right? It could go and test that area, or it could go more. There's a chance it could go all the way down to the back up to the 618. Usually when it's tested 50% and then comes back to retest it, it could have a chance of it going to the 618 and then going down. We just need it not to show a change of trend. I hope it doesn't, right? Especially as Ethereum is having a bit of a pullback as well. Not much, but it's having a bit of a pullback. CryptoGlex is over. Yeah, but how many times? Look, I just want everyone to understand, right? Do you have a charting class? I will do that. Let this year show out itself, right? Because I just don't have the time, man. I have so much stuff going on, right? We have so much stuff. I mean, like we're doing things with veChain and stuff like that. Which other places doing that? Honestly, I wish my crypto account went up as much as the Dream. Oh man, do you work for them? Can I ask you a question? So cool, right? It's right. It's jeez. Anyway, whatever. Whatever, where was I? Yeah, so it could come up to that area and retest that area. We just need it not to break structure and start going down. And I think that will happen after the rate cut. The rate cut needs to to really work in that. So so that well with 24K Bitcoin actually sparked a downtrend? No, not necessarily. No, not necessarily. It's just the period. I said it. Look, you know what's really interesting about, I would say I'm the only one on this platform that actually records what he does, right? I record everything. Everything's there. You can access it. If you want to access it, see what I'm looking at right now, you can go here, or you can go and check this out. It's all recorded. It's all there. You can watch it over and over again. And I stated that this potentially could happen towards the end of last month and going into September. I said it could happen. I said it could happen, right? That me saying that could happen is just because of the general nature, the understanding, the key factors, what's happening. People are on these traders are on holiday. It's finally coming back. This September is usually an area. Jam believes we're in a bear market. We're in a bear market. He believes the bear market is in alts, not in Bitcoin. Right? You need to understand what he's saying as well. I can understand why he's saying that we're in a bear market for that, but I wouldn't say it's a bear market. I wouldn't say it's a bear market, right? Because you need saying something as simple as something as a bear market doesn't mean that it's what you would describe as a traditional understanding of what a bear market is. We're in a unique market right now. We're in a unique market where we have high inflation, we have tariffs, we have job issues, and we haven't had a rate cut for over a year, right? That's unique scenarios. Once those things turn, things are going to turn aggressively. If you don't call the movement of what Bitcoin has done, if you call what Bitcoin has done as a bear market, I think you have problems. Right? I think you have problems saying that if you call this move bear market, you're not. I mean, what's a bull market? Just vertical? Is it these green? Is it these blue lines? Is that what bull markets are? In Bitcoin, we're in bull markets, right? We're in a bull market. It's just what he's talking about is a traditional understanding, traditional understanding, right, of what we would understand that rotation is, and that rotation, in my humble opinion, when the rate cuts happen, will be the start of that rotation. I genuinely believe, and this is my belief, that alt season is not going to be your traditional understanding of what an alt season is. I think that the alt season is going to be like a 2017 type of alt season, which it lasted a year. A message needs to fit his narrative, so he bought Bitcoin. Was in a bear market till going shut him up. No, look, you guys need to understand. I don't know why Jam gets so much hate, even though his chat can be super toxic, like mega toxic, right? Which I don't like those environments. I like it to be a light-hearted information. Let's have a bit of a laugh. Let's relax a little bit. Let's not play into people's biases and this and the other and all that kind of stuff. Apart from that, right, there are things he says that have benefit. You need to understand certain things he says. Look, bears will always be right at one point and bulls will always be right at one point, right? You just need to balance the understandings of what you see and how you understand and get what's going on. You need to get that, right? Things are diverging and changing in this market, and that takes time to play itself out. I want to share something with you, right? And I said it before, and I just want you guys to... He doesn't even have a squeaky... I do have a squeaky chair. I'm just not moving as much because my voice is slowly disappearing into nothing, and I'm tired. I want you guys to understand something, right? And I was going to do a video about it right today, but I'm just going to tell you, and then I'll show you something, and then I'm going to go. I'm so tired. I can't actually explain to you. Like, I'm literally melting. I talked with someone today who is infinitely wealthier than me, to such a point, right? To such a point that it like, I don't even know if I ever want to get to that stage, right? He's influential. He does things in all the money will be going to affect not season. Yeah, exactly. He's a type of person that rolls in influential worlds that Iceland Ridge, like actual Iceland Ridge. He plays around in interesting roles in the US, right? Interesting places. He's the one that buys stuff. Buys political stuff. Anyway, whatever. You know what I mean. But what he's saying, And what he told me and what he gave me the understanding is incredible. All right. And it is the bigger understanding of the gameplay and of what the Trump is doing. Has the new chair arrived? There's no chair arriving. I didn't know what you're talking about. It's gonna be my chair forever. All right. Is this? He goes. He said to me. He goes, look, you need to understand something. Why do you think that the U.S. government is so aggressively pushing forward a digital stablecoin? Why do you think they're pushing forward the stablecoin act? Why is it such an important thing that they will forego a whole bunch of stuff to get it done? And I said, oh, like, you know, it's a new financial model. It increases uptake. You know, it's beneficial for the USA to be the leader of all this. And he was like, no, he goes, people don't get the bigger understanding. He goes, people don't understand why it is so important. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you something, right? Enjoying the live as usual. Thank you so much. I'm going to show you something, and I'm going to do it right in front of you so you guys understand. So you understand. Check this out. Check this out. It's going to blow your mind, right? Check this out. It's so clever. It's so clever. It's unbelievable, right? Whoever came up with this idea is a genius. It's an actual genius, right? Let me write this down. I want to show you something. It's so clever. Check this out. I'll give you a clue. I'll give you a clue why it's so clever. If you guys want to see what I'm showing, by the way, definitely go here, check it, subscribe, and all that kind of stuff. Is it clicking with everyone now? Does anyone understand the importance of why they're pushing for the stablecoin so much? And why, when it becomes mainstream, when you see Target and when you see I don't know, Walmart, when you see your local shop having a stablecoin. This is the game of possibilities. As a trader, if you learn to think about this game way, it will be, no, just more than that. Just understand the greater understanding. Tether right now is the 18th largest. It's actually more, but whatever. Tether is the 18th largest holder of US treasuries. Tether holds is the 18th. This is including countries, by the way. Countries. They hold the 18th largest amount of US debt in the world. What do you think? And you know why it's super important? Because the stablecoin is going to be backed by the dollar. And you know how it's going to be backed by the dollar? Through US treasuries. So what do you think is going to happen? Look, there is a reason why the US is extremely okay with the rest of the world not buying US debt. They're extremely okay with it. Why? Because the more of the debt that they own themselves, the more of it that it's within the US economy and the US state itself, the less control that every other country has over the USA. I want everyone to understand why this is so important and why you guys have to stop worrying about small moves in this market. Do you understand what's going on here? Does everyone really get? Do everyone understand? Is this right now? What they're doing is the forced purchase of US debt through stable coins, which will ultimately bring the percentage down of the stable coins, which will ultimately bring down their debt, which in line with tariffs mean that they can tariff and do whatever they want with anyone else, because they won't be able to retaliate by selling their debt, because who's going to buy their debt? The stable coins are going to buy their debt. Is everything clicking right now? That's why he's a multi-billionaire, and we're all just sitting here doing this kind of thing. I just want everyone to understand. That's why it doesn't. When people say these type of things, oh, look at this guy in a sky bunker. I don't give a crap about all that kind of stuff. Who cares what it is? If I showed you my cars or my house or this and the other, would that make you what? Believe all those people that rent stuff and then you listen to them? I'm telling you the actual reality of what's happening. People, you guys go and look at the World Liberty coin, but you don't understand what the World Liberty coin is actually about. You guys don't understand what it's about. You guys don't understand that the World Liberty coin is created to take liquidity, to put it into their stable coin. Who is going to do what? What is their stable coin going to do? Their stable coin is going to buy US treasuries. Look for the alpha of where it makes sense within what they're doing. Look for what the connections are with what they're doing. Don't look at what they're showing you, because then why would they show you it? Do you understand what I'm saying right now? Okay, guys, honestly, that question was amazing. That was like, okay, cool, but do you know when the World Liberty Finance token is going to be launched? Literal, like, do not care what you're saying. I want to lose money now. Right? I want everyone to really understand this fact. No one gets this. No one tells you this, and they will tell you it when they want you to tell you it, and they'll just be following random people. And if you hear this anywhere else, right, you know that they've been listening to my live and they're just messing around at this present moment. What are the chances if the Democrats will win the next day will continue? They will have no choice but to. They will have no choice what to. ACOS, what? They're going to repeal the very thing that's buying and holding the economy strong, that's buying the debt. What? They're going to make something illegal that will own possibly half of the US debt, possibly more. The top 10 of them is going to be stable coins. I promise you that. I promise you that. Love your analysis. Can you please explain this again? I want to understand. I'll say it again and then I'm going to get going. But I love that question. I love that question. Cool. But you know when World Liberty Finance is launching? Oh, God. Anyway, whatever. Look, I'll explain it one more time so you guys really understand. Stable coins, part of the ruling of stable coins, and I'll explain it to you even broader understanding as well. Easy terms. Okay, I'll explain it to you in easy terms, right? I thought that was quite easy, but anyway. To have a stable coin, part of the Stable Coin Act, the actual Genius Act, the legislation that's passed. This is in law, by the way. This is law right now. It's been signed into law. No one gives a crap. And it's amazing that no one gives a crap, because you guys should all really give a crap about that, because it is incredible. Part of the deal is that the stable coins that are created, and everyone can create a stable coin. I can create a stable coin, but the only factor of it is that it has to be pegged to the US dollar, and part of that pegging includes purchasing US treasuries. Why do you think Tether owns $127 billion worth of US treasuries? It's the 18th largest holder of, in fact, it's more, but whatever, 18th largest holder of US treasuries in the world. We're talking about country level of ownership, right? When everything happens to a point when stable coins are going to be the norm, when, as I said, when you get the more stable coins that are created, the more US debt is going to be bought. And the more control the US will have over its own debt. And when it has control over its own debt, there is no one in this world that can touch the USA. And why do you think these tariffs are also important? At the same time, the tariffs are going to be bringing extra income. Yeah, it'll be partially inflationary. There will be a singular jump. And that's why the market is repricing because of that, because it believes that it's a continuous inflationary growth when it's shown to not be that case. Right? Do you understand? Yeah, exactly. It's a genius act. It's in the name. But people aren't genius enough to understand it. When that happens, the more stable coins created, the more of the debt is going to be purchased. So it's in essence, it's a form of people buying the debt without knowing they're buying the debt. But the people who are buying the debt is US citizens anyway. And in fact, if it's created anywhere else in the world, this is the craziest part that people don't understand. People don't understand. If, for example, someone wants to send money from Ethiopia, random number, difficult, problematic currency, to send it to somewhere in America, it has to be in a stable coin that is based on the US dollar, hence holder of US debt. So it means that the more this grows out of the country, think of it this way, right? When you're in a hyperinflationary economy, say for example Turkey, right? It's in hyperinflation right now. It's 90% inflation. It's ridiculous, right? They can now, rather than going into a bank to change into dollar, go onto their phone and go, okay, I'm going to buy Walmart coin, stable coin. That is, when they do that, they will buy US debt, which will reduce the actual number or percentage on US debt, reducing their own debt and making them, again, the strongest currency in the world. You guys really don't understand how important this is. And more importantly, and this is where crypto comes in, and I will leave it here so you guys can finally understand and why you should stop caring. I mean, do what you want. I'm not telling you what to do. Do what you want, right? But you should stop caring about these small little time frames, because eventually this stuff is going to get ridiculous. You will never see these moments again, ever. When you start seeing stable coins everywhere, I might even create a stable coin because it's that easy. It's that easy. You just need money. That's it. And the right regulations and all that kind of stuff. But what's more important, and this is where cryptocurrency comes in, that stable coins, you cannot get interest on your stable coins. The banking sector made sure that was in there, otherwise they weren't allowing it to pass. So you can't hold $100 of stable coin and then put it into a staking profile where you'll get a yield. But you know what you can do it in? Every other layer 1 coin or layer 2. Or anything else, any other protocol that bases around all that stuff, any other type of return. And all these stable coins are going to be on Ethereum. What do you think Ethereum's going to get to? I would not be surprised when stable coins get to a crazy point that Ethereum's market cap challenges Bitcoin's market cap. I want you to understand this. The world's stable coin is going to be run on ETH. Please, everyone, understand this. It's going to be, we are so close. This is why I always say people's memories and understandings and the way that the industry has got to, the way it's become, the way it's grown, and the type of mentality that it's created, right, is that we need to hear some form of bullish news constantly to predict and think that the next pump is coming. They believe it's that. It's like, okay, it has to be this. What's next? But you're like, this is not a what next type of news. This is a legislation that has the potential to change everything. And you've all forgotten about it. All of you. Everything's forgotten. That little thing that was like the biggest thing ever. Oh, that was a 1 week pump. That was a 2 week pump. Who cares? Right? This is the thing that people really don't seem to understand. You need to understand where this is all going. You need everyone to understand that. This is going in a very ridiculous way, in a very crazy direction. And that's the thing. Now, I need your guys' help on something. Because something awesome happened. What 7-figure assets do you have? Just like, you know, stuff. I usually I have like sand and grains of rice. I have like 7 figures of rice. Boom. Recognize. All right. I need you guys help with something. Questions though. I'm going to tell you what I have, man. Honestly, why does that matter what I have? I have enough. All right. That's all I'm going to say. When do you think will Genius act in time? It's not easy. I've been trying to figure out what facilitates stablecoins for the last 6 months. This facilitates it. I don't advertise it. I mean, I advertise that I'm an investor. I should change that, actually. You know what? Forget it. I'm going to remove that from now on because people just... I have a lot, right? Properties, investments, tracker funds, actual physical, everything. Bitcoin, crypto, everything. Oh yeah, I forgot that. I'll change that. I don't want. I'm tired of people asking me that. Right. They're trying to figure out why we should listen to what makes you different from everyone else. I don't know. I say that I have a lot and then don't show it, and people are like, "Why are you not showing it, bruv? I only understand from what I see. If I don't see it, then how do I know it's real? This is how it works. Whatever. It's all good. Now, I want you guys to show you something, right? And I need your help. I need your help to understand what happened, right? I want to understand something. I want you to tell me if this guy is real or not, because I'm still not believing it, right? So we're in Fat Cat, right? We're in the Fat Cat Twitter. We're in this like lovely place here. And I log on this morning and there is a message from someone. If you like this content, then stay. If not later. Yeah, I mean, I'm giving you guys alpha like beyond belief or whatever. What a story! Where can I read that book? About what? I do have a 7-figure toilet, 4-figure toilet, 4-figure. It's true. It is a 4-figure. It is a 4-figure toilet, right? So far, hearing beta. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It's so kind of you guys hearing beta from me. It's kind. No price targets equals beta. Really? It's true. I don't give any price targets. You're right. You're completely right. It's been no price targets throughout this whole stream. None whatsoever. You're right. Yeah, it's true. I haven't given a single price target. I don't give anything. I do. I know, right? Chris, it's true. I don't give any. No price tags, right? It's true. Anything else you want to say? Yes, XRP to 10,000. Is that? Are you have XRP? I don't give any price targets. None whatsoever. It's not like everything I do is ever recorded and every single price tag. Price tag is given. In fact, there's videos as well. It's true. All right, so I'm on the Fat Cat X, right? And I'm looking around. You guys have been to the Fat Cat X and this and that, and then I go, wait, someone's messaged me, right? You log on to Twitter, go on, right? Someone's messaged me, and I click this on, and I'm like, cool. Who messaged me, right? And then I look. And I'm like, wait. I was like, wait, is this the link? And I was like, nah, it can't be real. I thought it was like some sort of, I thought it was like some sort of, I've been trying to figure out price targets for Bitcoin 2025. What do you think it will hit? I don't give price targets, man. Unfortunately, you're right. Alpha, Beta, Charlie. I mean, unfortunately, it's something that I'm not good. I only give beta here, right? So I clicked on this and I was like, oh, that's link. And I was like, wait, This can't be the real link. You know, Brett link. You know, the link. And he was like, Fat Cat looks good, bro. Let's make something happen. And I was like, sorry? So I clicked on him. And then I was like, no. This is the real link. And I'm like, so I need you guys' help. Unless I'm mistaken, somehow, unless I'm mistaken, is this the real link? Like Retardio link? Honestly, I need you guys. Can someone help me here? It's because to me, it looks like the real link. What? Sorry, 1 second. Sorry, what? Someone just reported me for hate speech. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. Wow. I wonder if that could be Chris. Wow. There should be a flag for jealous dance. I'm effing dying. Sorry. What? Okay, guys. I don't know. I'm done. I mean, it's got to a ridiculous level right now, man. It's amazing. Like, not giving price predictions, hate speech. The funny thing is, right? The funny thing is that I literally only give price. I literally only give that. It's everything is the oh god, anyway, whatever. It's funny but not funny with the it's just amazing. I, I am the harbor of I am the harbor of negativity in this stream. It's the laughter, man. I can't laugh too much. Apparently, that's the problem I'm facing right now. But yeah, I need you guys before anyone else gets upset with I don't know what I just said. Right? Just please don't take offense. Please, I'm just making sure that this is a very nice, non-problematic live that we're doing right now. That I just want everyone to really understand, right? And be sure that there's that people don't get offended by anything I'm doing right now. And it's amazing that there is an opportunity that someone can report someone on a live. And TikTok will just believe it without even considering a literal second of what I do. Anyway, whatever. But yeah, like I need you guys, right, to really understand why we can't do live stream on Discord. I want to, but then no one comes and joins. This is the craziest thing of all, right? No one comes and joins it. I've tried to do it on other places. No more laughing. Sorry, that's true. Laughing is hurtful. It's only hurtful. Only streams that are toxic don't get reported. Apparently, just not always. Only toxic ones. You have to be toxic. We can move to Discord and talk more free. I mean, I don't know what I'm saying. What did I say? It's just incredible. Anyway, they call it TikTok because it's only a matter of time before you get banned for no reason. That is such a great way of saying it. That's such a brilliant way to state it. Anyway, look, if you guys want to follow me, if for some reason something goes down on this side, I'm offended that you think I'm offended. Right? That's what I'm feeling, right? Just follow me there or here, and then if this happens, I'm going to be on there. You press the bell button and you'll see what happens, right? But yeah, look, I need from you guys. TT is ridiculous. It is ridiculous, right? Whatever. I'm just used to it. It's one of the hardest places to do anything in. What I was going to say is that I need your help, right? I need everyone to look. Is this the real guy? Because if it is the real guy, and I'm talking to him on TG, right? If it is, let's see what happens. Because if he notices what's going on with our project, we are hitting the big leagues, people. Only a matter of time. Only a matter of time. And there's something else. Anyway, we'll see. When we get there, and then we go. Who owns TikTok? Honestly, it's an algorithm. An algorithm owns it. Right. Okay. That's that situation. I've almost done the full stream anyway. I'm sorry for green candle close today. I would say so. I'm gonna say it's a green candle close today. If we, I mean, I'm not just so you guys understand, and it's now people can know that I'm going to be giving a certain level right now. Please don't be offended that I'm going to be stating a level. If it doesn't correspond with what you may think is within your understanding of being upset, or if you misunderstand it in a long way, I have no prejudice towards you in any way whatsoever. But I would say that if this candle closes above the 109,655 without any prejudice or upsetting anyone, then we could potentially see a further growth up to another level, but it doesn't dictate anything. So please don't be offended, to the 112 level and see where that level sets. And if it rejects from there, we could see some further downside afterwards. Please don't be offended for anyone else that comes into here, because I only give beta here. Beta is my niche, right? I only work on beta. That's it. I want everyone to really understand this fact, and then we work on that level from there. I like to give low and then take high. That's how I roll. All right. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go and now relax somewhere in a safe space. I don't get it. Betamax is better than VHS. That's what they say. Beta full of 8. Incredible. It's actually incredible. I'm in awe of TikTok. Just like, all right. Anyway, snowflakes. I can't even read that because it will come across. I'm Beta Alvarez, right? That's my nickname from now on, right? I'm a Betamax. Betamax here, right? Is gonna head off. If you guys want to check out any of the stuff, right? Links are in the comments below. If you want to join any of the other groups, it's all there. All cool stuff is there. There's some really helpful links and stuff like that. And and if you want to be in a safe space, because that might upset people, you can go and check out the other groups and go from there. All right, all right, all right. Love, peace, enjoy. Touch some grass. Understand what I've said to you. Really get it, and then know that the future of this thing is only positive, in my opinion. All right. I'll take care. I'll catch you guys later. All right. Take care. Peace, peace, peace. All right. I'm off the TikTok, and then I'll say bye to you guys as well. All right. I'll catch you guys later. Can't believe I got reported. That is out of this world. Actually out of this world. Anyway, love, peace, affection, and all that kind of stuff. Take care.